Hello, everyone. My name is Gary, and I'm doing option four for the video um, because I just kind of want to talk off the top of my head. But like I stated before, my name is Gary. Um, I am 22 years old, and I am studying child development at Los Angeles City College. So not at West LA College, like most of you probably are. I really got into child development on a whim, actually. I always had an idea that I was going to be a teacher, but I remember I was studying philosophy, and as much as I love philosophy, most, if not all, the classes were online. I don't like being at home all too much, so um, the only time I was actually going into class was for my child development class, Child Development 101. And I remember the first day, the professor, she said that, like, oh, some people even switch their majors after taking this course. I kind of scoffed at it. Lo and behold, I ended up changing my major to child development because of Child Development 101. But you know, that's how I kind of got into child development, and I've really been enjoying it since I've made the switch, and I'm really glad I just made that switch on the whim, um, and really got out of my comfort zone because I had no idea what I was gonna do. Um, but a little bit about me. I like dressing up. It's probably one of my less fancy outfits. I really do like dressing up with like ties and sweaters and button ups. Um, this is one of my more like uh I guess I don't know what type of outfit this is. I just thought it looked cool, but it's definitely one of my less formal ones. Um, I think I'm also going to take some questions from option two. So it's like what? So I already talked about what inspired me. What was my favorite childhood memory? I really enjoyed going to the horsies. I don't know if you guys, if any of you knew, but back then there was ponies. I forgot where here in LA or here in Southern California, but you could pay and you could ride them as a little kid. I really liked that. I liked riding the ponies. I liked horses. What's something you're passionate about? Um, I'm really passionate about religion. That's my whole thing. I know. Um, Me and my friends will you know discuss it and debate each other. I'm a boring person because that's what I enjoy talking about with my homies. But we like talking religion, and just synthesizing our different positions since we're all different. We're all from different uh, Christian traditions, and that's sort of what I enjoy talking about with them. Um, who inspires me? My family, my mom, my sister. They both work with kids in different ways. So my mom is a social worker, and my sister works, or she worked before she got pregnant at a children's hospital. So I think it kind of runs in the family working with kids. Um, and what are my career goals? I hope to eventually become a teacher. Um, that's the goal. I just need to get my associate's degree, and then I'll probably work as a teacher for a little bit, then go back to school after a year or so, um, to get my bachelor's in family child education, and after that, I'll work for a bit even more, and then I'm gonna go for a master's, probably not in child development, probably in divinity. But a good chunk of my life is going to be in child development, which is a field that I've really come to enjoy. And that's about it for the option number two. Other than that, I like music. Specifically, I really like folk punk or southern gothic music. Um, that's sort of my jam currently. But I also listen to a wide range of things. I used to listen to a lot of hip hop, rap music. I like listening to psalmody and hymns. And I also it's just I also enjoy a lot of classical music. Um, and that's sort of music. Music is a big part of my life because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't listen to music. But you know, I shared that I like fashion, music. Um, I like playing video games with my friends. We play Minecraft. I like playing Stardew Valley. Um, those are kind of the we found a new game called Hold Fast, which is about like um, we really like playing this game mode in it called Age of Sail, where you play as either pirates or Frenchmen, I think, and you duke it out on like the sea. I find that really fun. Um, Other than that, I don't know what else to share. So I think I kind of made a pretty decent video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did watch, or if you did make it this far, bye.